Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. So Miami's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in the showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I remember the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And completion makes it second and short. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Caught over the middle, it's Daniels. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Finds his man, it's Joseph. It's out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Second down after that previous play. Throwing off play action. Grab down the middle. It's Joseph. And they get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. And you could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
The thing about this tight end is he is not only a great blocker, but shows here early in this game he can make great catches as well.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking for some space. It's Fletcher. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They strike first in this national title bout. National Championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kurt.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
That makes the score Miami 7, Indiana 0.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
And your Indiana Hoosiers will take over.
So the Indiana Hoosiers offense takes the field, the first chance we had to see them today. And Kirk, we know this top quarterback is a confident guy, but talking to him, he's also well aware how good that edge pass rusher on the other side is.
Well, he better be ready today. He's got great skill. We know what he's capable of doing, but this will be the best defensive end that he's faced all year with that kind of pass rushing ability. So he's going to have to maneuver around in that pocket to make plays. Now, they go with the option, and they didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week on defending the option and being fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short game.
Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Defense is coming after him. High pass rush gets home.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
The Hoosiers will have to punt this one away. He'll field it close to the 50. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First out from the 23.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Looks to the left, pass caught. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
On first down, it's play action. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Really good job here by the offensive line. The windows get very tight for the quarterback. They do a nice job of giving him time to work through his progressions. I know he wants to get this ball into the end zone. After all, this is the national championship.
Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
They break the huddle for third down and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? Hebe keeps it himself. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's the right call here by the offensive coordinator. Keep it simple. Just go right behind your line, but no push at all. The defense completely stops him there at the line of scrimmage.
And they will trot out the field goal team here. It's a short attempt, but from the left hash mark, a severe angle here. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Dropping back. It's Mendoza. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge game slips through his hands.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard by this aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the Hoosiers will bring their punt team on the field now, and he'll kick it away now for the second time. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Here's the second down play. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They try to sneak it for the first.
Now, how about that? Good job by the offensive line. The quarterback, they pick up this first down here on 3rd down and 1 with the QB sneak. There are a lot of bodies crowding around that line. He was able to find just enough space to pick up the first down and a new set of downs.
The Hurricanes with 1st and 10 here. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. To throw. It's back. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Joseph. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And after the miss, they're still leading by 10.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. And with the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. And look at this result, some positive yards.
1st down here for this offense. They're going to run it here. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through 1 quarter. Let's check out the game summary. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Screen to the receiver in the flat. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
2nd down coming up.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
First and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Indiana. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. Here's the point after attempt.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
PHC is good and still trail though.
That makes the score Miami 10, Indiana 7.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. The receiver makes the grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Now it's second down here. Back to pass. It's Beck. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The ball is caught. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
Looks right for a quick completion. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Chris, it's a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
He'll hand it off. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield, it's back. And the ball is hauled in. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Turns it loose downfield. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab made by the tight end. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. He's wide open. Look out. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
That's another huge gain for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups, and boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
The Canes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Dropping back. It's back. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Offside, defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Now the important point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
Miami 17, Indiana 7.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
Tough position, second and long from their own 12. Takes off in a bootleg. Caught in the backfield. It's Hemby. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
The Hoosiers will send their punt team onto the field. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The sure hands. It's Joseph. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Second down after that completion. play fake. He'll look to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Back to pass. It's back. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's forced out at the 10, not what they were looking for. Bad field position to start the drive. They're going to run it. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
And the Hoosiers will have to kick it away. He's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. A handoff from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Pop over the middle. It's Joseph. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's back. Running back has it on the screen now. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line, it's Fletcher. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
You play zone coverage and the quarterback is patient. It's a tough play to defend. Nice job of waiting for the receiver to get into the window and then making an accurate throw.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Great move there. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Bring up second down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to pass here on second down. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's back. The pocket breaking down. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The distance will be from 38 yards out. And he's got it, no problem. And they add to their lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the battle for the most coveted trophy in all of college football has been fierce. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk in the booth. Fellas, hard to believe we're only 1/2 away from crowning a national champion.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They need to get things going here in the 3rd quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. Caught near the sticks. It's Becker. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Handing off on the draw play. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. He'll be brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
The Hoosiers pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Play action here on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Cooper. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This is what makes this guy so tough. It's basically an option route. With the ability to break in or out, he sets his defender up, gets leverage to the inside, and they have a nice completion.
And the Hoosiers will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but the offense has a 1st down now at the 21. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Hemby. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The Hoosiers looking to cash in this red zone trip. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to throw again. Screen to the wide receiver. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. And it's good right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the back has been busy, but very little to show for it tonight. That defense has been all over the running game.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
To the air, it's Beck. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Fletcher.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Brings up 2nd down.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. He hands it off from the gun. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Daniels. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Canes pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Taking down at 49. Second down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Beck. Gets rid of it on the move. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Here we go. 7th play of this drive in the championship game. Third down and short. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
Another big game by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offense coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it second and medium. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Offense is back out there on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Strong defense there. They stuff the run and makes it 2nd and 10 from their own 20. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
And the Hoosiers will line up to boot it away. Butter getting a workout. It's his 5th one of the night. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Brings up second down.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Back to throw. It's Beck. He pulls in the catch. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Out of bounds at the 40. Third down coming up.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a fourth down decision.
The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And they've got the returner corralled. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Second down play coming up for this offense. The shotgun handoff here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Can he make it to the marker? And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. And here we go. It all comes down to this. Everything to play for. One quarter to decide who will win the national championship. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Dropping back. It's Mendoza. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Motion now from the tight end. Play fake, looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
The Hoosiers looking to keep this drive moving. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Over the middle, it's Becker. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Here we go, seventh play of this drive in the championship game. Third down and short. Out of the gun now on third down. Grab down the middle, it's Becker. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
And the Hoosiers will have first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Looking to throw. It's Mendoza. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Championship game, 10th play of the drive coming up. They face third down and short. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first attempt. This one is from 49 yards out. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Miami 23, Indiana 13.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. That's caught. It's Joseph. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
He's stopped again. They've had patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme.
Boy, the interior of that defensive line holds the point and allows the rest of the defense to rally to the football to bring up this third down.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. You got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage and make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
To throw, it's Beck. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. He's found some room at the 45. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Crosses the 35. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Man, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
This drive has already chewed more than 3 minutes off the clock. They'll come up on second down now. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he has delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP of the national title.
And here's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the same runner's got it again. Stopped short of the end zone. Spot the ball at the 2-yard line. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll try to run for the first down. And they bring him down at the 1, but set up now. First and goal from there.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And the Canes looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Just seems like he's inching his way to this goal line. He got about a yard. That's halfway. Now will they give it to him again to see if he can break the plane?
Game moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. Try to convert with a sneak. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive here, this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown. Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. National championship game comes down to this. They've got to get points right now. Serious urgency. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
At this point in the game, Chris, these guys have got to get the ball thrown downfield. You're down by a couple possessions. The clock is becoming your enemy. You need vertical shots downfield. These short gains are not going to help you.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Scanning the field. It's Mendoza. Quick throw to the left side. Lucky for the junior quarterback, that didn't get picked off.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of it and makes a heck of a play.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for a late deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. It's It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They'd love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. He's bringing it back. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down, but that first down is all they need to clinch the national championship. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels.